Good afternoon, good morning. It's Mark Johnson from Loyalty360. Hope everyone's happy, safe, and well. Want to welcome you to another edition of our Loyalty Expo Finalist series. In this series, we hear from the leading brands that will be part of the 2022 Loyalty Expo this year in Charlotte, North Carolina, from September 19th to the 21st. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Tapan Vaidya, Papa John's. They are a finalist in the 2022 Loyalty Expo Awards in the Customer Insights and Metrics category. They are going to be delivering their final presentation at the 2022 Loyalty Expo, and we're going to hear a little bit more about it today. So how are you, Tapan?
Well, I'm in good shape. Thank you.
Thank you. Perfect. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us today. First off, can you give us a brief overview of your role with Papa John's?
So I am the CEO for Papa John's in the United Arab Emirates, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Iraq.
Oh, excellent. And your award submission, which you plan on sharing for us at the conference. Can you tell us about your award submission, what you guys are doing in the Customer Insights and Metrics approach?
I mean, see, we'll have to go back to how brands from the United States travel outside of North America. It is not easy for every brand to simply travel the way they operate in the US and be successful. So we all know the cliche of thinking global, acting local. But it really needs to play out locally, and the brand needs to be in tandem with the condition on the ground, whichever country it goes to. So Papa John's, we brought the brand into the region in early 2000s, and the brand has obviously gone through, a big evolution. Not just the brand, the world has gone through big evolution. I mean, when we started Papa John's, there was no iPhone, for example. So that is what, when we started the brand, people came to the restaurant to eat in the Middle East. Families came to the restaurant to have dinner, enjoy themselves, enjoy the ambiance offered in the dining area. And then we also had people who would come and take away products. Delivery business was not that big in those days in the region. But that has obviously changed. People have taken to understanding, you watch a live game at home, you can order a pizza for delivery. You watch a movie at home, you want to do it with a pizza because pizza is probably the most delivery friendly product. And then Steve Jobs unfurls the iPhone and the App Store. So the apps come on, and so business has really changed. Our business changed. I mean, once we were the first brand to roll an app out, but at that point, when we did that was in 2013 or thereabouts, we did not really know the business. We had our app, we had a website, and we were getting business through those, but it wasn't. There wasn't a lot of science behind it. But what we've done in the last few years is where we have really scored. We brought on Loyalty Plan to provide our app, I think in the year 2019. It just now sounds perfectly right because we started this journey pre-COVID, and COVID really pushed things so digital. So, today we almost 60+% of our business is digital. So that's a big shift from what we were, say, a decade ago. Does that make sense, Mark?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. You have been able to not be ethnocentric, as you mentioned. It's a big challenge for large U.S. brands when they move internationally to make sure that they are engaging with their audience, which is awesome. And then you were able to understand and adapt to the different technology opportunities as well. All right, good. Can you give us a brief overview of Papa John's mobile ordering and the loyalty app? When you integrated it, how it's involved? I think you touched on that a little bit. It'd be good to know a little bit more about the app itself.
So since implementing our digital marketing strategy centered around this mobile ordering and loyalty app, we've been able to take a more refined approach towards customer engagement. A key aspect of our strategy and the new technology solution is the customer relationship management, CRM, obviously, platform, and built-in marketing modules that have become critical to our business's goal of using data to improve communication and loyalty among our customer base. First, it's been important for customers to recognize the value of becoming loyalty members in the brand's mobile ordering app, particularly when they have become accustomed to using third-party aggregators where our margins are very low.
Okay.
We've been sorry.
No, excellent. That's good to hear. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So when I talk about third-party aggregators, what I mean are equivalent of DoorDash, Uber Eats, etc. They go by different names in our markets. So we've been able to accelerate participation by understanding how customers interact with the brand after becoming members, by refining our messaging and appealing to individual preferences. The next key focus is moving customers away from discount-seeking mentality. One that is particularly, prevalent in this region of the world, where people really queue up if there's a discounted offer. So a big part of our customer insights strategy is to use our deeper understanding of customers to reach them with a messaging that appeals to their specific preferences and make personalized offers. When customers' individual tastes are catered to, they become more loyal and visit more often, and many oftentimes without discounts. So in order to successfully execute this strategy and measure a meaningful impact on business results over time, we've followed a methodical approach to gather, analyze, and experiment with the information we've received via our mobile marketing platform. Here's an overview of that process. Let me take you through that. And this is how it works. Once a customer has installed the app, we have the ability to capture important interactions between the customer and the brand that lead to valuable insights. We capture a lot of raw data directly in our CRM. For example, demographic statistics, age, gender, birthday, survey responses, behavioral statistics like frequency of visits, common days visited, mobile order versus in-store order, because the app also works in-store. And then reward redemptions, product preferences, etc., etc. So audience segmentation by location, number of visits per month, campaign response, customer. So we are on top of all these data. And now the question is, how do we use this? Then we also have the ability to process and synthesize this data into actionable insights. So the insights that we derive can then be used for specific purposes, including creating cohorts that can be targeted with offers relevant to their profiles. For example, at a basic level, we have the ability to define lapsed, light, medium, and heavy user groups. This gives us a clear idea as to where our marketing efforts should be focused, what kind of discounting or no discounting we should extend. After that, we develop targeted marketing strategies related to these insights, and we tailor our communication to well-defined customer groups, depending on the goal of a particular campaign. We often adjust offers or communications slightly from one campaign to the next as we learn from results of each campaign. This allows us to gain, somewhat better understanding of customers over time from campaign to campaign, eventually reaching them with a level of personalization that contributes to creating a deeper emotional connection with our brand. And that the ultimate result is increasing customer loyalty and LTV, while ultimately driving long-term revenue growth.
Excellent. When you look at the success of the program, there's a big challenge in customer loyalty around metrics measurement. We actually have a big survey we're announcing at the conference, releasing at the conference, and love to have you take it if you have an interest as well. It's got a cool benchmarking survey. But when you look at the measurement and success of the program, how do you measure the success and the efficacy of the efforts?
So to reach the LTV and retention goals, we focus on 6 different directions. One is improving campaign conversion matrix through continuous learning. We keep learning and we keep improving our conversion matrix. Our marketing campaigns are set from a technical and customer communication perspective to ensure that we learn as much as possible from every interaction, and we design our campaigns that way. That means we think about our campaigns, the way customers receive them in terms of a funnel. Our CRM displays the conversion rate at each stage of the funnel so that we know how each layer within the funnel performed. Using that data, we can then determine which layer is working well or which needs improvement. This has turned our CRM into a data-driven learning platform that pushes us to create better, more compelling offers with each campaign. We find that this approach is not standard in the industry, and most apps do not make it easy to redeem an offer, with offers often not being displayed once the app is opened, or potentially only being applied discreetly at checkout, in which case most customers would not have followed through to checkout if they weren't aware that they were receiving the offer in the first place. Then a multi-variable approach to personalized customer communication. The customer-led communication, in our case, is a smart combination of many parameters that can be defined in our marketing platform. Last order recency, order frequency, purchase history, best time response to the campaign, etc. Then using control groups when launching campaigns. So, see, the control group is a randomly selected 10% of the target audience for a given campaign. The idea is that same users are not targeted with the campaign offer. And when the behaviors of the focus and control groups are compared, the true result of the campaign and the potential profit are transparently presented in the CRM, with the ability of campaigns residual effect tracking. The results of the launch promotion become even more accurate since the system monitors the targeted and control group behavior. So we employ all these tactics. One, we perform an analytical deep dive also on campaign performance. So we analyze our digital interactions with customers in complex, using the tools of tracking loyalty program performance metrics such as points, burning rate, number of referrals, and their future LTV. LTV is very important when you get referrals through your existing members. We also use Fire-based analytics to oversee the in-app behavior funnels and trends, etc.
Okay, perfect. Well, definitely looking forward to meeting you and looking forward to seeing the presentation. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today. And it was great learning more about the Papa John's app, as well as the efforts you have in customer insights and metrics. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.